back for another one, sending out love and positivity. I'm back. I'm feeling way better. I'm in better spirits. I know my last video I was kind of going through it, but these videos are unapologetically myself. It's just the raw me, you know what I mean? Not every video is going to be the glitz and glamours. Sometimes you're going to get just the uncut version, you know what I'm saying? So I'm back. We coming back with another one. So excuse my skin. These videos all about evolution, all about growth, you know what I mean? So y'all gonna see my skin. Right now it's not where I want it to be, but I'm gonna be flawless one day. Mark my words. But anyway, sending out love to my people, sending out love to my people, sending out love to my people. I'm in high spirits today. I got a couple stories. We just gonna get right into it. So today I got 2 quotes for today. The first quote is, if you want to be happy, focus on yourself and the things you can control in your life. Your finances, your physical and mental well-being, and your spirituality. That's my first quote. My second quote is, you are enough. I'm going to say that again. My second quote is, you are enough. A lot of the times we try to compare ourselves to this person, that person, what's going on. Oh, I'm not doing this. This person's doing that. This person has more followers on Instagram. This person is in a relationship, married. This person has more money. It's not about none of that. It's about zoning in on what you got and making this shit go from, if it is bad to good, from good to great to excellence. So whatever level you on, it's about focusing on where you're at and getting to where you want to be, getting to that next step. Because what they say is, if you ain't getting better, you're getting worse. So every day we coming in, getting better, focus on what we got to do. Recently, I've been taking full accountability of my life. Before, I was pointing the finger, this person wasn't there, this person didn't do this person, you know what I'm saying? But recently, I've just been looking at life, been evaluating where I'm at, where I want to get to, and I'm starting to realize you got to accept the good with the bad. You have to, in order to grow, you have to let go. If you want better, you just have to accept where you are. Excuse me, somebody was walking in. But you know what I'm saying? This is all raw. This is all uncut. I'm not going to edit. It's not for that. It's not about perfection. It's about us just being real and putting our real, authentic self out there. So yeah, life's all about the ups and downs, but life's a roller coaster. One day you might be down and out, feeling like fuck the world, and other days like today, it's like, hey, it's a beautiful day, the sun is out, I got my homie from Kentucky coming into town, so we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do what it do. We're gonna have a great time. So yeah, I had my daughter a couple days out the week. It was a privilege, you know what I'm saying? I love spending time with her. She's a great kid. She's very easy. It's just a ball to have her around. She's she's my happiness, you know what I'm saying? She's my pride and joy. She's so beautiful. So just to have the loved ones that you do have around is pretty good. A couple loved ones reached out, which is amazing, you know what I'm saying, to even get that, you know what I'm saying. I'm appreciative of it all. So like I said, I'm in high spirits. Just to talk to I talked on the phone with my people. So I'm great. But anything But I mean, anyways, back to what I was talking about. In order to get to the new levels that we want, we have to hit rock bottom. And that kind of goes into what the video before, like, I'm not saying I was at rock bottom, because, you know what I'm saying, we done hit low lows, you know what I'm saying? But in order to get to new levels, you have to hit rock bottom. Rock bottom teaches you things that the top won't. In order to get to where we need to get, rock bottom makes you stronger. Rock bottom, like I said, teaches you lessons. And more than anything, when you are at rock bottom, you have no other option but to go up. So I have been like appreciating the bottom more and more throughout, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, going through school, you know what I'm saying, I might fail a class, or sports, you know what I'm saying, I played a bunch of sports. And sports teaches you that when you hit rock bottom, you'll have only, if you lose a game, or if you get cut from the basketball team, you have no other option but really to get better. You have no other option but to learn from either the mistakes or what went wrong. It's about going to the drawing boards, watching the film, and reevaluating and getting better. Even in the sense of going to the gym every day, you might hit a plateau. You might be comparing yourself, oh, this dude's bigger than me, all this, but it's really you versus you, and it's about the level that you're on. So yeah, rock bottom teaches you a lot. Like I said, school, I remember going to EKU, and I felt ashamed because I had to come back home and just feeling like I wasted money and this, that, and the other. Relationships. I was getting to relationships. Man, me being a Cancer, I love hard. I've constantly been in I'm a lover boy, so I constantly, once I'm in one relationship, I get out and I'm in the next one, you know what I mean? And it takes a lot for me to really get to that point where I'm done with somebody, because I could take a lot, you know what I mean? So relationships, when you finally hit rock bottom, I done hit some of the lowest lows in a relationship. I could tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the horror stories of being in the relationships, and as the red pill society, you know what I'm saying, these females ain't, you know what I mean, drag you through the mud, do the worst, the most unthinkable stories. I've been there, you know what I'm saying, and I can kind of sit back and laugh at those things now. Before, it wasn't. So when you actually going through the go through, man, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? But when you got time to reflect, like even my baby mom, me and her, God knows, from what, blood, sweat, tears, it all. I like I said, I have stories after stories, and time after time, you going back trying to fix, because it's a different scenario when you have kids with somebody, and you live with somebody, and you have the memories, you know what I mean? But now I could kind of look at it like, I can look at her with a grain of salt, like, you know what I'm saying, that's my baby mom. I wish her the best. I wish her the happiness, and I want her to find, and I don't even say that to be cliche or to be funny. Like, I really mean that. Like, I want her to find whatever she's looking for. But in the same breath, like, we kind of have, we're not where it's a healthy relationship, and we can, you know what I'm saying, it's still that tension there, but we can put our past a little bit behind us and crack jokes about the past, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, I can kind of just not flirt with her, but you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, just have her come through, pick up the kids, give her, you know what I'm saying, a little attention, and just keep it moving. Before it was like, you play the blame game, or the tit for tat, or you did this to me, and it's just like, I'm past that stage. So that's beautiful in the sense that we can just be cool, that we can keep it about the kids and make sure that they ain't watching us be toxic and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm taking all this stuff with a grain of salt. Life's all about growth. Even through loved ones, like everything, like ain't no hate in my heart. I ain't got no hate in my heart for nobody. Yeah, I might, especially in my last video, like I said, I might have been down and out and stuff like that, but nothing nobody could do to me to make me hate them. You know what I mean? Like, we all got our own journeys. We all going through our go through. Yeah, I might feel some type of way, naturally so. We all do as humans, but I ain't holding that in my heart. I love everybody, whether it's you in my circle and I hold you accountable on the love, or it maybe just be I love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. Ain't no malice to me. So had to say that, had to put that out there. It's all love with me. Like the quote I said before in a video, in one of the videos before, it's like that Tupac saying where, just because you lost me as a loved one or a friend doesn't mean you gained me as an enemy. Like, ain't no hate in my heart. I love everybody, and that's the only way I feel like you can truly elevate to the spaces of where you need to get. So moving along, new levels, even in the sense of I had a bunch of jobs, from Crackle Barrel, Dairy Queen. I could go on and on. One of my real kind of dream jobs that I had was working at Finish Line. It's JD Sports now. But when I worked at Finish Line, I worked there for 5 years. I went from all the way to being a sales associate to running a stock room, which we had like a $1.5 million store. I was the only one in the back. I basically felt like an octopus, but it taught me a lot. It taught me how to be able to, it taught me the dynamics of a business. I didn't even know the terminologies, but inventory, all the inventory coming in, and you got, it taught me how to be extra clean, and it taught me how to organization. It taught me big on organization, because when you're running a $1.5 million store, you have to know where this is. You know what I'm saying? Which in return made me a better sales associate, or sales associate / manager, because it's like, it might take somebody anywhere from 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes to find a shoe. Me, I know where that shoe is in 2 seconds. I know exactly where it is, because I'm the one who put it up. You know what I mean? Teaches you about your, like I say, your inventory. What's coming in, what's going out, and what's sitting. It teaches you the price markdowns and the retail price, and what shoes that you know are going to sell faster than others, and just all different types of things. So being in the back of that stock room taught me a lot. As a matter, this is kind of off topic, but I have the Kanye West bear. I have the Kanye West bear on my right leg doing stock, and he's on a ladder, and he's in the position of the Michael Jordan symbol. And this tattoo probably is my most like symbolic one, because it's like, I love, and he has his headphones on, you know what I'm saying? I constantly was listening to music. I really start getting into God in the back room, because it's like, you listen to music, you try to find all this stuff to distract you in order to keep continuing the job. And it's like, eventually all that shit gets old. The music gets old, the movies get old, the series gets old, and eventually it gets to the point where like I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like it was enough. So then, you know what I'm saying, I start listening to more like godly stuff, and time would just fly. I'm not about to rant about that situation, but yeah, the back of that stock room taught me a lot. It made me love to come into work, the environment, the people. Working at the mall alone was a positive experience. So I went from stock, and then I went to a manager, which was a big step for me because I literally watched anywhere from 12 to like 17 people come and go, get promoted, and then leave. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm seeing this, and it was like the whole time it's like, when's it gonna be my shot? When's it gonna be my shot? And like they say, like everybody gets their chance. So when it became my chance, you know what I'm saying, I kind of took it and ran with it. I became a manager. They switched me from the Dayton Mall to the Fairfield Mall, which is like 15, 20 minutes away. And I was a dog. I flipped the whole store upside down. You know what I mean? And it basically was the store was at a loss with profits. I come in implementing stuff, boosting up the corral in the store. People are buying in, you know what I'm saying? And then even with that, you always see that, like with corporate or your boss, you know what I'm saying, it was the district manager, and he basically was giving me the runarounds, long story short. And with that, I don't play. So that taught me to want to go and do my own thing, quit my job. It hurt, but I'm using all this example of like me being there for 5 years. I really was attached to this job. I love buying shoes. I still to this day have a good shoe collection, and it just was something that I really, really, really love being a part of. But a day came where I just saw the disrespect. I saw the district manager was giving me the runarounds. He basically had favoritisms and all the blah, 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 blah. I ended up running out of that store. Like, not looking, like, threw him the keys, ran out the store, and didn't look back. It was almost like a bad dream. And for me to do that, to literally, like, still, like, obviously, you hear me talking about it, it was, like, a great experience. So it was almost traumatizing. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I left that situation to now be in the situation I am now. It's nowhere where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not content of where I'm at. I wake up every day grinding harder to get out of the situation I'm in. But hey, I can pat myself on the back because guess what? I'm successful. Like, people can't do half the stuff that I do. And it taught me a lot. And then even in the sense of what I'm about to do next, which I'm not going to speak about, because I learned the more you speak about what you're going to do in life, the more that people can poke holes and kind of like bring you down, bring your frequency down, bring your vibes down and stuff like that. So, but that taught me so much that now that I do what I do, and I'm transferring from now this stage to the stage that I'm doing now, which is become an influencer, become an entrepreneur. It's almost made me comfortable with that rock bottom I was speaking about. Sometimes we're so scared to leave this or to take a leap of faith that we just stay at the standstill. Well, this has really just made me believe that's like before I would, oh, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I can't. But when you have faith in yourself and you really believe in God and what he's going to do for you, it's like, I'm not going to sit here and play Billy Badass. Yeah, I do get fearful. I do get scared of the next venture, but just step by step you grow to learn that, you know what, if I made it out of that, and I'm in the process of making it out of this, it's possible. I can do it. So just keeping that positive mind frame. I know I ran it a little bit, but I wanted to literally give you details in what goes through in order to take these steps from having to hit rock bottom in order to get to the next stage in life. Even my mindset, even your mindset, like I said, like the mindset is completely different when you hit rock bottom and you don't have help, and you know what I'm saying, you got to help others, or you feel inclined to help others and stuff like that. But it's almost like I can sit in the flames and almost smile. Like it doesn't attack my mind and even my life as much. It's like, I know I can do it. So yeah, sometimes hitting rock bottom, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, not being where you want to be is a blessing in disguise. So moving along, your frequency is about your level and not others. It's you versus you. Over here, it's me versus me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, like I said before, we look at what other people got or what the other person is doing, and we want to compare our life to theirs. And we don't realize it's us versus us in order to get to the next level. I've been feeling in the situation I am, a lot of people feel, oh, well, they want to compare where you are in your journey to where they are. And you know where that keeps them? At the same frequency. But the more, if they would just take that as inspiration, motivation, it will almost incline them to get to the next level faster. When I left my jobs, you know what? Before it was this manager versus me, and it's almost territorial, like crabs in the bucket mentality, in order to, I gotta snake this person, I gotta talk down on this person because I feel like I'm a better manager, or I can do this better. And it's you versus you. This is what this journey that I'm on right now has taught me. I don't want $1 from nobody that's in competition with me. You know what? You can keep it. You can keep, if you're trying to pull me down to the frequency you're on, you can stay at that frequency. Because I know I'm going to keep going up. And a lot of the times people are just constantly trying to, it's like you feel like the energy, almost like it's a boxing match. Like people just trying to find any little way to try to bring you down onto their level. And it's like, and for what? All I've been trying to do is show love, give advice, you know what I'm saying, be there, you know what I'm saying, support. And a lot of the times I don't feel that in return. And it's not because they're bad people. It's just because they don't realize it's them versus them. It's them waking up in the morning and getting on their grind, going to the gym, working out. It's not about you trying to pull me down on what I'm doing. That's not going to do nothing for either of us. But I feel like I had to stop almost attacking, like feeling like I'm attacked, because a lot of the times it's society. It's them not being spiritual. It's them not believing in God. It's them not knowing that it's not me. It's you. And if you believed in yourself, You wouldn't even have, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the times you team up, like, we can team up together and we can go farther. But when people try to bring you down, nothing really good comes from that. I'm realizing more and more life's all about love. Life's all about being there for people. It's all about showing love, receiving love, giving love. Life is about love. And if you ain't living in love, then, well, you're at your frequency. And I feel like you're constantly, God is teaching you lessons. Like, you have to learn from your mistake. And I'm saying that, like, let's go back to the example of me and my baby mom in that situation. I kept going back to the same situation. They say, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, then you're only, like, that's basically insanity. If you think it's gonna be a different outcome, you have to get to the point where it's like, okay, this shit ain't adding up. This shit ain't changing. It's only getting worse. And I say that, like, 2 years, maybe a year and a half of me constantly going back, me constantly thinking that we're going to be a family, me constantly. And then once I got to the point where it's like, you know what? This shit ain't going to change. I still love you from a distance. I want you to find happiness. It may not be with me, but the more I put myself in the flames to try to help, to try to change the situation, the more I just get burnt. And I feel like that is God literally trying to teach us, like, yo, you're not listening. Yo, you try to tell you this a couple times before, but now, like, okay, let me turn the heat up. Let me turn the flames up. And I'm saying all this through experience. I'm not trying to say I'm better than nobody, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so religious and I'm so godly. Like, it's not that. It's because I've been there. I've been had the police pull up to the house. I've been having, you know what I'm saying, like, fights. I've been all of it, cheated on, and, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is, because I played my part. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, like I said, I ain't trying to sound holier than thou, but I'm just saying, like, when you don't learn from the mistake, okay, well, I feel like God's like, okay, you ain't listening? Okay. Now you're going to have to listen. Oh, you still ain't listening? Oh, okay. All right. Here goes some more. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, until you remove yourself from them situations, you're going to keep continuously going through the bullshit. And yeah, so right now I feel at peace. I finally feel at peace with myself, but I feel super alone. And I'm not saying alone, like, I don't mean alone as in, oh, I'm so alone, nobody's here. No, like, I need this isolation. Isolation sometimes is key. Sometimes we need to be alone to go up. We need to be alone to get our mind right. We need to be alone to realize our purpose. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need that space. Sometimes we don't need to be distracted all the time. Going into that, basically I go to sleep to, like, manifestation frequencies. My kids like to go to sleep to lullabies. My 7-year-old says she likes to listen to lullabies because it calms her. It makes her feel like the monsters, you know what I'm saying? When it's complete silence, she doesn't like that. And I'm kind of the same. I'm using her as an example. I'm kind of the same way. Like, when I go to bed, I either have a heater on if it's too cold, or I have the fan on to kind of block out that silence. Sometimes people sleep with the TV on. Me, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start listening to manifestation frequencies. Whether it's abundance or attracting love or manifesting money. Like, I listen to different frequencies, and I think they actually work. No, I won't even say I think. I know they work, because I feel like even waking up, I be on different frequencies. There's been times where I've literally lay in my bed and like about to go to sleep, but then the frequency hit so hard that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang near like cry yourself to sleep. Not in like a boo-hoo way, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You shed a tear, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, this shit worked. You know what I mean? I feel this shit. I wake up. There's been times where I go to sleep, the money manifestation. I take a hour nap, and then I wake up and it's phone going crazy. Cause it's like the frequency. Life's all about frequency. Life's all about love. That's all I'm trying to relay. So yeah, I've been going to sleep to these frequency manifestation abundance videos. And with me doing that, I feel like it's not all about just waking up and just feeling a whole different, like I'm just a new person. I also had to realize, like, God puts little ideas in your head. God put little. So I was talking to my homie, and I was telling him, like, you know what? And I said a lot of this stuff before, but being on a certain frequency, it's like I had to get back to this frequency to think how I think. And I told him, I'm like, man, I'm kind of drawn off of the music. I'm drawn off of the TV and the movies. It's like, I kind of told him, like, you know what? These next couple years, I'm just going to study money. I'm just going to watch videos on money. Instead of watching all these distracting, I'm a buckle down on the money, whether it's bonds, stocks, whatever it is, loans, whatever it may be. I'm like, I'm just about to tune in on this. And I felt that, like, that was a little seed that, you know what I'm saying? A little gift that God gave me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the frequency you're on. Now that I'm on this frequency, I feel like God was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this in his thoughts. So I was talking like, man, F all the money stuff, or F all the music and all the distraction. I'm gonna really buckle down in the next couple years and really focus in on this money stuff. Well, I have, like I said, I have this business venture that I'm doing now. And I've even like have the blueprint of how it's gonna go and all that. But sometimes it's like, how am I gonna make this work though? How am I gonna make this profit though? How am I gonna make it happen though? And me going in, and first video I watched, actually it was the second video, because the first video was about stocks, which I did stocks before. They're literally teaching me stuff that I already know. So like, me not doing stocks for a year, it's like I kind of like slowed down on that frequency. But with me just watching the video, it's like, oh, I know this. Oh, I did this before. In the pandemic, the stocks taught me a lot. When I was in a pandemic, I want to say I put like, let's say like $500 in the stocks. I went to the gym one day. Long story short, I went to the gym, and it was almost as if I had my headphones on, and you know how it's like 8 different screens up, well, like 4 out of the 8 screens, it was almost like they were like lit on fire. Like, they're like, yo, get your money out. Like, yo, get your money out. The economy's going down. And it's like, I have my headphones in. I'm over here like, not paying no mind. But then now that I look at it, it's like, dang, that's what they were saying. So if, like, now I would know now I would know, like, the US dollar, that's about to go down. So if anything, I would start investing in the stocks now, because it's about to go down. Or I would wait until it actually goes down, and then I would put money in, because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna go back up. You know what I mean? Some way, somehow. And that's basically, like, I'm in the gym and I'm not reading the signs. I'm just, the whole screen is red. They're like I said, they're like, yo, get your money out the account. Like, normally it's like, yes, and today we and we profited on For this one day, it was like literally like they were lit on fire, like, yo, get your money out if you have your money. And I'm just got my headphones in, just in the gym, just, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up losing, like, let's say it was 500, I ended up losing like 450 of the 500, almost in the negatives. And I'm like, dang, a week went by and I ain't take my money out. I know the game now, because you can only learn through experience, you know what I'm saying? So with that experience, it taught me a lot. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Just vibing. Just week went by, lost all that money. But it also taught me it's all about long-term investing. And that's what they were teaching me in the videos that I was watching. Long-term investing. If you lose your money, keep it in there. Because I had to keep my money in to stocks the whole time during the pandemic. But guess what? With me not taking my money out, I put in let's say 500. I lost about 450. So I was at $50. But in a 6 month to year span, it went all the way back up to 1,500. You know what I'm saying? So it taught me a lot. It taught me patience. It taught me how to read the signs. It taught me all the little things. Like I said, I'm not about to rant, but after I watched my stock video, that was the first video. The very next video was about t-shirts. And I'm not going to deep dive into that because, like I said, I'm not going to put out my ideas, because a lot of times people like to poke holes in it, or once you put it out there, it's hard for God to really manifest what you want to do. So I'm gonna keep silent on it. But I watched this video and it literally was like the light bulb, like ding, like, oh, this is what I gotta do. This is the game plan. And even the stuff of me working at Finish Line and me being a manager and doing stock, and, you know, like, all this stuff was just like, okay, I get it now. So, and I go back, I feel like me listening to these frequency videos and me getting closer to God and me keeping a positive mindset and hitting rock bottom, but having that faith and belief that's like, okay, like, you want to kick me when I'm down? Okay, watch where I'm about to take this. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying all this. I'm not trying to brag and stunt or none of that. I'm just saying all this to say, if I can do it, and if this is kind of working for me, and if I can take it to where I know I'm about to take it to, then so can you. You know what I mean? So that's about it. I know this was a pretty long video. Oh, still quit smoking. Still practicing semen retention. And like I said, my mind's clear. I've been zoned in on what I need to get done. And for the most part, I've been clear from all the distractions. I've been not trying to hit people up and trying to, you know what I mean? I've been zoned in on what needs to get done. I haven't even been chasing money like that. I'm starting to realize you can't take this stuff with you when you're gone. So me being about my purpose is way more beneficial than me having 100,000, $500,000, $1 million. Like, I know once and I got a homie, you know what I'm saying? I even felt like the crab in the barrel mentality, you know what I'm saying? He's the big homie. He's got way more money than me, and he's got way more materialistic stuff. But I can sit here, and I've been in this situation before, but I'm even deeper in it. It's like I can clap for these people, you know? It's like I can clap for these people. It's like I'm not jealous for you because I know where my life is, and like I said, it's me versus me. So if I buckle down and do what I need to do, I'm about to take it to the moon. And instead of speaking on it or trying to, before I would, oh, well, I'm making these YouTube videos and I'm about to do the t-shirt and I'm about to fitness, and a lot of people just take that and see it as in like they see it like, oh, like they ain't gonna be happy for you when you pass them, even though you're happy for them when they're ahead of you, when you can clap for them and you can shout them out, you know what I mean? So like I said, if y'all need somebody, I'm here. It's all love. Have a good weekend. Love you. You'll see me soon. Peace.